Hello and welcome to the weekly moon update for the week of April 7th or April 1st through April 7th. We have a last quarter week, which means it is time for our moon meeting. So I have our moon meeting scheduled for April 2nd, which is a Tuesday, which means I'm going to try to live stream tarot on Twitch on Monday. So hopefully that will work out. So that's streaming on April 1st, Monday, and our moon meeting in Discord April 2nd, both around 8:30-ish Eastern Standard Time. So let's jump into the moon energy for this week. So we had our big, bright Libra lunar eclipse last Monday, which means we had a waning gibbous moon all last week. Monday, technically, we have a waning gibbous, and then Tuesday is our last quarter moon. And following the last quarter is a waning crescent moon. As you can see, the moon is just going to continue to get darker and darker and darker until we have our Aries solar eclipse on Monday, April 8th. On Monday, we are technically entering Capricorn at 12:05 a.m. Monday morning. So all day Monday and all day Tuesday is when we're going to be in Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy is earthy and it likes to get things done, likes to check things off the to-do list. And this might be a good time because we're still kind of almost a week away from the eclipse. If you need to get anything done, Monday and Tuesday is probably going to be the time to get it done, because the closer we get to the new moon, the closer we get to the eclipse, things might pop up on you that you're not expecting. So get the things done that you need to get done now. That way, if anything unexpected happens, then you've already taken care of everything and you can just take things as they come. So Monday and Tuesday will be in Capricorn. And then again, very early in the morning, we'll start to transition into Aquarius on Wednesday, and we'll officially be in Aquarius at 5:08 a.m. Wednesday morning. That puts us in Aquarius energy for Wednesday, all day Wednesday and all day Thursday. We're getting these 2 solid days this week of all of the different signs, which is kind of nice. Especially if you like Capricorn or Aquarius, it's nice to have 2 whole days of it. Whereas a lot of times we have those transitions in the middle of the night, and I don't know, sometimes it feels like you miss out on a day's worth because we're usually sleeping during those times. So Aquarius season, it feels like we just left Aquarius season, but we didn't. We just left Pisces season. So Aquarius season was back in end of January, beginning of February, right after the new year. So that's when we're starting new things, trying new things out, and just kind of exploring new ideas. And then on Friday, again early in the morning, we start to transition into Pisces, and officially we'll be in Pisces at 7:13 a.m. Friday morning. So that probably around the time that you're waking up in the morning, doing your morning routine, is when we're moving into Pisces for the weekend. So I know I talk about this every month, but we are closing out the Pisces moon cycle with this Pisces energy. So we're saying goodbye. We've already said goodbye to Pisces season because we've already moved in, the sun has already moved into Aries. So this is the official goodbye to Pisces, watery, dreamy, sleepy, floating in the lazy river energy, and officially kicking off the Aries moon cycle on Sunday when we move into Aries at 7:25 a.m. So that's going to put us into that new moon energy, and then the eclipse and the new moon is technically happening on Monday. So what is a solar eclipse? We just had our lunar eclipse, which lunar eclipse, meaning the moon is being blocked. In the lunar eclipse case, it's blocked by the Earth. The Earth is blocking the sun's light from hitting the moon, so the moon is not illuminated. So with a solar eclipse, the moon is going to be blocking the sunlight. So we're gonna actually see the moon pass in front of the sun on April 8th. And because a new moon rises and sets very close to the sun, this is happening during the day, so that's why we will see it during the day. And it just happens to be going directly across the United States this year, so that is why everybody is freaking out about it and planning on traffic jams and food shortages, and because so many people are going to be flocking to this very small path where you'll be able to see the total eclipse. Just wanted to show you on my birth chart here, because this is happening in Aries, you want to look at your chart for where Aries falls, and it's that symbol right there. This chart is in the Placidus system. I normally use whole house systems, but I'm trying to get a little bit of a better understanding of Placidus. So I've been using the Placidus system. And basically the reason I like the whole house system is because it has one zodiac sign per house. So as you can see, there's a blue, the blue is line on the outer circle is representing the Pisces energy, and the red is representing the Aries energy. So as you can see, the red is in between the first house and the second house. So if this were a whole house system, then the blue would cover the whole first house and the red would cover the whole second house. So if I were using the whole house system, that would mean that Aries rules my second house. Because I'm using the Placidus system here, Aries is in between my first and second house. And if we look at where the eclipse is happening in 19 degrees Aries, this means for me personally, that number right above the Aries symbol, 18, means that that house line is being divided at 18 degrees Aries. So that means that 19 degrees Aries for me is in my second house because that line is number 18. For example, the 4 above the Pisces, this line right here is 4 degrees Pisces. So that means that if we were having a moon in 28 degrees Pisces, that would be in my first house. But if we were having a moon in 2 degrees of Pisces, that would actually technically be in my 12th house. So just an example of where you want to see where this eclipse might be happening for you in your birth chart. For me, it's going to be happening right after that house. So it's definitely happening in my second house, but Aries does encapsulate my first and second house. So there might be issues for me that come up in regards to my sense of self, my identity, because that's what the first house rules. But it could also have to do with my resources and finances because that is what second house rules. So look at where Aries is in your chart to see how this eclipse might be affecting you or what areas of life might get stirred up a little bit around this eclipse. And I know there's a lot of controversy about whether or not you should do any spell workings on an eclipse because the energy is so chaotic. I tend to just kind of be open to whatever comes up for me and to just work with work with things as they come. But I do feel like there can be times in your life where you might want eclipse energy, and you might want to use, if you're like feeling, I feel like if you're really feeling stuck, especially with Aries energy, if you're feeling stuck somewhere in your life, and you've been working on it for a while, and you're just like, I don't understand, like, what is this blockage? Like, where what can I do? I think it could be beneficial to use eclipse energy to just kind of like blast everything out so that you're finding some sort of clarity. I think there is a time and a place for wanting to work with eclipse energy, but for the most part, I am one to just kind of be open to what's going to happen and just to see what comes up and take things as it comes. So the energy of this week leading up to the eclipse is Earth energy is going to ground us in Monday and Tuesday. Get your footing, get your grounding, get all your things in place that you need. If you're worried about things being too chaotic, like make sure that you have all of your coping mechanisms, whether that's have a guided meditation ready, or have a breathwork meditation ready, or plan some sort of workout so that you're able to like burn off excess energy, allow for more time for rest, meal prep during this week so that you're able to maybe take it easier over the weekend, or order takeout over the weekend so that you're not having to cook or plan meals for people. And like any new moon, plan for times of rest, plan for extra time for sleeping and dreaming, going to bed earlier, because those are things that we just normally do around a dark moon. So use those Monday and Tuesday to plan for plan for whatever you need to plan for to get ready for the eclipse next week. Then Aquarius air energy helps kind of just bring in that breath of fresh air, that mental clarity. Sometimes it can have you too much in your head. Like, too much air is anxiety. So make sure that you have your crystals with you to help ground you and center you, or whatever it is that helps make you grounded and centered. Make sure that you have that around you Wednesday and Thursday. And make sure you have some tissues ready to close out and say goodbye to Pisces season over the weekend. Maybe try to take it a little bit easier, going to bed earlier so that you're able to dream, get those last minute Pisces dreams, and then get ready for it, because the fire is starting early Sunday morning. This week is all about getting ready for the eclipse. Especially if you're in the path of totality, like, it's just going to be, how I imagine it is just like, if you ever go to like a concert or a football game or something, and like just having to get out of the parking lot, it's just like people everywhere, chaos, nobody letting anybody go. I don't know. That's what I imagine it might look like. Alrighty. So I was feeling like we needed some grounding energy this week, but interestingly enough, we have moth spirit as our spirit animal. So it's funny to get like an air element, and I feel like moths are normally seen as like that dark moon kind of energy because they come out at night. They're attracted to the light. They know where the light is. They always know where it is. But it's interesting that this card, even though I think of night and darkness when I think of moths and finding that light, it's interesting that we have this bright, vibrant red background for a week leading up to an Aries fiery moon. And its message is surrender now. So Moth Spirit asks, what is guiding you now? Are you in alignment with spirit, or pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity that it has become a compulsion or an addiction? Are you so intoxicated by a potential relationship or opportunity that you can't think straight? Hard work and dedication are virtues, and love, of course, is a beautiful thing. However, when Moth Spirit appears, it is time to consider if you have gone over the edge in a relentless pursuit. Workaholism, overeating, perfectionism, or addiction to certainty or even to a person may be your current vice. The form of your addiction does not matter so much as awareness of the consequences of remaining persistent when moderation is needed. Let go of your excessive energy by channeling it into more than one direction. The fire burns hot, and you do not want to be engulfed by your own passion to the exclusion of all other pursuits that matter to you. Now is the time to surrender and radical acceptance so that your drive does not cause you to flee or to fight. Spirit wants you to release your need for certainty and control so that you can relax into a more balanced way of using your moth spirit energy. Banish the shoulds and musts so that you can enjoy what is as you allow for what might be. That was a tongue twister, that last sentence. Banish the shoulds and musts so that you can enjoy what is as you allow for what might be. So I relate to this card this week I relate to that surrender of just we can't stop an eclipse from happening. We can't stop whatever's going to come up for us from happening. So you may as well just be open and see what happens. That's pretty much my general approach for all of the eclipses. The only negative side to that, I feel like, is I remember the Libra solar eclipse last fall. I just remember being like, wow, this is really wonderful energy. I remember just really feeling good on that day and just felt like a breath of fresh air. And I kind of felt like that around the Libra lunar eclipse too. So I think when you're kind of open instead of anticipating things, it's more likely to go fine or smoothly. I think if we're anticipating chaos, then chaos probably will ensue. But if you're just I'm ready for anything, let's see what happens, then it might just be a regular old day for you. Hello, editing Allison here. I never actually finished my point of describing how there was a time where the Libra eclipse felt really good to me. And I'm saying the downside to just being open to whatever happens is that I could have planned something had I had known that I would really enjoy that energy or liked that energy or needed that energy. So it happened so quickly. Had I had planned something knowing that that's what it would feel like, then I could have encapsulated it. But so basically my point was that is the downside, because you never know, you could enjoy it. So I guess eclipses are just one of those things that you just have to be open to experiencing it. You're not going to be able to capture it, or it really forces you to be present in the moment. And I like the energy of the moth spirit, because for those people that are on the path of totality are going to experience darkness in the middle of the day. A moth is able to find that light. Even though it's only 4 minutes of darkness, it's still gonna it feels weird. I've never been in a path of totality before. I've been near one, and it feels like someone put sunglasses on. It feels like you're wearing sunglasses, but even if you're not wearing sunglasses, it feels like there's just this filter, kind of sepia toned. It's very, very interesting. So I hope that some of you get to see it. I'm excited to hear if anybody has experiences. But it's a unique one. It's a very, very strange feeling because your entire world is a different color. It's crazy. But moths are able to find that light, and they know that light is coming even after you're suddenly in darkness. And our chakra card is a soul star chakra card, which is a foot above your head, or a foot above your crown chakra, and divine service. is our message. The divine light and emanating love of the divine rises within you now, and you are a glowing beacon of hope for others. Focus your attention and intention on being of spiritual service to others. Ask those around you how they are doing and listen closely and compassionately to their response. If you have soul gifts you are aware of in this lifetime, use them consciously to assist others as you are called. Make time to be of service to the divine. The crystal they recommend is morganite, which is a pink stone that looks very similar to rose quartz, and the herb is white lotus. Again, I still have not worked with white lotus. It comes up a lot in this deck. That's interesting. What that card made me think of is one of my predictions for 2024 was that most of us in this community who have already done a lot of spiritual work and a lot of shadow work are going to be needed this year to be of assistance to others who are only just now waking up. So being there to just listen and to be understanding and compassionate for what they are going through, because you've already gone through it. And our gemstone for today, or for this week, is turquoise. Turquoise embodies wholeness and higher truth and helps you find your sacred voice. It activates the throat chakra, making it easier to articulate your deepest wisdom. Turquoise is also beneficial for your overall well-being, providing potent healing and purification. It's a balancing ally that promotes serenity, good fortune, protection, and soul strengthening. The affirmation for turquoise is, I know and express my wisdom and truth. I honestly don't think that I have any turquoise, and if I do have turquoise, I think it's probably just dyed howlite, which is very common, especially in, like, I think a lot of jewelry is usually dyed howlite, which is a white stone that still has those like darker veins in it, but they dye it turquoise and pretend that it's turquoise. So it's still a gemstone and it still has healing properties, but it's just not the turquoise. Yeah, I think I might have like one necklace that is supposed to have turquoise in it, but I'm not sure if it's real or not. Sounds like we're going to be needing to use our voice this week, but also we're also going to be very spiritually connected this week, and possibly needing to be of assistance to others who maybe this eclipse is going to like wake up a lot of people, and we're all going to be need to be there to be of service to everyone. So remember to be kind to your fellow humans this week. I'm not feeling it yet, even though I'm kind of filming this kind of close to this week. I'm wondering if there will be this like, because there was definitely this like build up towards the lunar eclipse. So I'm wondering if just as the closer we get, the more we're going to start feeling it. Not feeling it yet, but I think I'm personally still processing like the Libra eclipse energy. So we'll see if we'll start to feel it this week. Let me know if you are feeling it yet. Good luck to everybody. Remember to take care of yourself first so that you can be of better service to others. Thanks for taking time out for yourself today, and thanks for stopping by. I can't wait to see you on the other side of the looking glass again sometime soon. Don't mind me. I just walked away to to grab some tea because I had a timer set that when my tea was going to be ready. So cheers. I just literally just walked away in the middle of filming that. Okay.